Hello, everyone. Welcome to Essie Talks. I'm your host, Essie Sings with Candid Culture Arts. And today we are talking to Myles Brown. He is a North Carolina based visual artist whose art is based in nature, astrology, mythology, and pop culture. Please welcome Myles Brown. How long have you been making art?
I've been making art since I was a kid, but I took it seriously in 2020. Started doing it for a few clients, and then I left my previous college program in order to take that seriously, and also in order to do business management. So I plan on doing like two careers at the same time. So that's how long I've been doing it.
What year was that, like when you were younger?
My first art show was at the Carytown Mall. I was 9, so 2009. Right there, I was in the third grade. Doing that, and I was able to show my art off at the Carytown Mall. Sadly, they're not closed anymore, but I'll always remember that place as the first time where I ever really got to experience what the art world is like. I dabbled into music afterwards, so I quickly forgot about it. But once I left high school, I really just started to get back into it. My college is Wake Technical Community College. They support everybody, so being able to like get to know those people and get to know like what kinds of art is over there, it really motivated me to take my stuff seriously.
Describe the moment you realized your specific style of art.
Hmm. Well, I do Eastern art, like Asian, European, African. I can also do American and pop art and all that other stuff, but I've always grown up watching anime, manga. I love Demon Slayer. I love Dragon Ball. I also love when Marvel Comics decided to work with Japanese studios to make Marvel anime like Iron Man. So I always was able to gravitate towards that and able to understand what they wanted to do with their work and their vision, rather than understanding what we do, because I feel we have a combination of things, and people in the Eastern parts of the world really start their own thing, and they continue to do their own thing and not ignore it, but they learn it, and then they try to evolve as time goes on. So that's where I learned that style from. I'm a My Hero Academia nerd. I've recently have been catching up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, a guy like me watching Ninja Turtles like train with a rat. You know, but I've always loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So being able to put that influence into my work is something I've always wanted to do, and I'm glad I can do it.
Do you sell your art?
Yes,
Where can we find your art?
you can find it in Munjo. Munjo. I actually have some postcards. They're in stores and they're online. You can buy some online, but these are the postcards. They made,
Ooh, those are fire.
yes, some of my favorite designs ever.
Wow.
Yeah. They're located in downtown Raleigh. You can find them in their store. You could also find them online on their Patreon. They cost $3 on my store too. Um,
Mhm.
and you can find more of my work in New Bern in a little bookstore and art gallery called the Next Chapter Books and Arts Art Gallery. I have a few prints there. I also made I can't stand, can I also made this shirt. It's a lion shirt, and I also made a print of it. It's also in the gallery too. And I also have a friend named TK Master. He has a company called Tobio Merch, and I sell clothing with him. I made his designs that was originally only an album cover and a song cover, and I made
Mhm.
that into merch, and we worked together. We made it into clothing, and now we sell it online. We have he has a company called Tobio Merch, and that's how that goes.
Did you participate in any galleries recently? Are you looking to?
Um, I have. I've done the online gallery, Lost Laguna Art Gallery. It's a gallery in California that sells art and publishes art both online and in their studio. And I have some of my
Mhm.
work in that gallery. I have this lion. It's called Neon. I have that in their gallery. Um, I think it was called. I forgot what the show was called, but the most recent show I did with them was called Celebrate 2023. And I have a
Mhm.
piece called Ascension to Monarch Status, and that's why like I put my art up in there. Um, now I right now I prioritize my clothing and my prints and my postcards right now. I think being able to wear your emotions on your sleeve when you're like happy or like energetic, that's really like something that gets me motivated to make more art. And I want people to feel the same way that I feel when I get happy and I wake up in the morning and I feel motivated enough to start drawing every single day. I've always wanted to uh, make art that makes people feel happy. So being able to put
Mhm.
on my clothing is what really is what I'm currently about at the moment.
Do you have any local mentors that you look up to?
Um, I look up to a lot of people. I currently don't have mentors, but I look up to a lot of people. One of them is his name is Garland. He's an artist who like makes African sculptures, and he like always
Mm,
tells me to think outside of the box, and
right.
to be unique and to evolve. So that's causing me to like get more technical with my stuff, um, and focus
Mhm.
more on like technology rather than like traditional culture, like Japanese culture or like European culture. I'm like trying to like get into like the digital world of like how we process things and stuff like that. A little nerdy, but it's also something I really respect myself in terms of like how we communicate and how to, respectfully express ourselves more often than when we used to.
That artist based in North Carolina as
I
well?
I think so, yes.
What, when you're starting, like some people start on those huge canvases, some people start on like a little tablet, like what scale?
The more technical I get, the less I use the editing tools on Photoshop, and like the more I just use like my tablets to draw whatever I need to draw or whatever I want to draw.
Do you ever stray from your regular style?
I do, yes. I do it a lot. Not as much because, I just having so much fun with it, but I have a piece
Hmm.
that I just started doing with acrylics. I have one called Asian Yuri. I have an acrylic piece. It's one of my favorites. It's a piece of a lady. It means lover goes, and it's a piece of a lady like who's engulfed in like the fiery passion of love from an ex-lover. It's one of my favorites. I also have one um, called Gods Among Us, and I have one called Zebi Todic's Spring Fling. It's on my lap. It's on my iPad.
Hold on, for me and the people, what does Zebatonic mean? What is that?
Zebi Todic is an Aztec god. She was
Mm.
represented by a jaguar, and yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yo, you're so awesome.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. So those are in progress still, or are they done?
I finished those a while ago. I think there was a time where I just started uploading on Instagram and like I had an announcement. I just started like casually uploading stuff. That was a good time. I was just uploading and just having the time of my life, just like posting wherever. And now, you have like other things, going on. But like this is the time I had the most time to put into my work. And it's
Mhm.
kind of caused me to like take my work a lot more serious than I even did when I was beginning to take my work serious in the first place. So
Thinking big, where do you ultimately see your art?
I would like to get my art in more clothing stores. That's one
Mm,
thing. Um, I do want people to wear their emotions and also somewhat my emotions on their sleeve. I guess it's
mhm,
kind of like a tagline. I had a tagline like wear your heart on your sleeve. That was something I once thought of, but I kind of ditched it. Um,
mhm.
but I think more clothing stores. Um, I think down the line when I perfect my craft, I do want to like put my stuff in museums when I'm like really, really confident about that. I mean, I'm more confident than I've ever been, but I've been taking a lot more time to think about what I put out, like what I make, than I used to. So it's all about how you execute your craft.
Do you do any other forms of art? Do you have any hidden talents?
I do custom clothing, I do prints, I do postcards. Um, I'm still in college, so I'm still trying to figure my stuff out and see
Hmm.
how that plans out and pans out. But that's what I do the most. I do prints. I do electronic lock screens. I do have those on my website. I also have giant prints. I just started doing that. That's new for if you like are in a hotel and you want like a really big piece hanging on your wall, or if you like are a manager of a restaurant and want like a really, really, really big piece. That's what
Hmm.
I made those for, pretty much. Obviously, the expanding phase, just trying to figure out what the next steps are.
Lock screens? Can
Yes.
you explain that a little bit? What's that?
I have electronic lock screens that my phone's off. I have electronic lock screens that I can pull up on. my phone. You can like
Hmm.
pay for them. They're like really cheap, they're like $5. You can like download them once you pay for them, and then like you can like save them on your phone, like your iPad or your phone or your laptop. They can be like your lock screens, like when you like turn it on, that's what you see.
Do you have anything upcoming?
I have not been doing much lately because I've been doing college. I just started class back. So,
Yes.
this year we've been moving out slower because I graduate this year. Um,
Ooh,
yes,
what's your
December.
major?
Business administration marketing. Um, except for the two commissions, not yet. I hope,
Hmm.
when I get used to my current schedule now that I'm also like doing other things on that end. I hope to start taking new clients. But right now, I just have a few right now that I'm working with, and as time goes on, I hope to like expand my schedule enough to do more.
Where can the people find you?
Uh, Instagram is just dash a dash crazy dash illustrator. Facebook is just Myles Brown. Um, YouTube is just a crazy illustrator. You can type my name in there. It's a really small channel, so it's gonna be a little hard to find. And then LinkedIn is just Myles Brown. Or you could just type in just crazy illustrator in the search engine. You can see my stuff there.
Thank you so much, Miles.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course.